Good. Man, welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. Talk sports, love sports, enjoy sports shit. We live from the airport. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all get on in, man. It's been a long one. Y'all gonna hear a whole bunch of extra noise in the back, so it's just the shit going on in the airport, man. Yeah, what's going on? We live, we live. There we go. Um, Live chat is up. All right, good. Just want to make sure everything was all good. Jabari, what's good? Uh, Darren, what's good? Damn, they not sending out my notifications? I mean, what's going on? Yeah, I'm going live. I don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all let me know when y'all get on up in here, man. I don't know if YouTube is sending out any notifications or anything like that, bro. I don't know exactly what's going on. See a couple of y'all up in here. Y'all make sure y'all get in the comment section. Let me know if the sound and everything, if the connection is all good. Because if not, then I'm probably going to end up moving to another spot. Y'all let me know what's going on. If y'all are part of the Discord, go ahead and let everybody know I'm live on YouTube right now. Damn, I'm not seeing any updates. I don't know what's going on. Hey, somebody let me know how the sound is, and also let me know if the video is clear. Because if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna restart it. Y'all let me know what's good, man. I'm jumping in the chat. What's good to everybody? Your attention. Joseph Lopez, what's good? Sound quality good? Everything good? All right. Jay Will, what's good? Jason S, what's good? Carlos, let's go. Jabari, Joseph Lopez. What up? What up? I'm in the airport right now. We're going live from the airport, man. I see y'all starting to come through now. T Real, Adrian, DeMarcus, Tay Hill, what's good? Young Poppy, what's good? JP95, what's good? Eastside, what's good? Man, look, man. About to be back at it, about to be back on the road. But before I board this plane in a couple hours, I wanted to go ahead and start do a video on this free agency because we're going to be doing the lining and see what's going on, talk about some of the moves, and we're going to talk about some of the players that we want on this football team and what Nick Caserio can do specifically to get it done. But we're going to talk about it around the league, though. We're not going to keep it specifically to the Texans because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bunch of moves that's about to start kicking off in the next few minutes. But Smokey245, what's good, big dog? Ruben, Louis Gaiman, what's good? All right, all right. No, I don't want to cancel. No, I don't. No, I do not. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up, man. If y'all in the Discord, go ahead and drop let everybody know in the Discord that I'm live. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Make sure y'all get them likes up. I know YouTube probably sending out the notifications hella slow. That's why we're gonna be doing this video for a little bit anyway. How you feel about the recent news? Yeah, we can go ahead and we can talk about it right now. As far as I'm concerned, I can see the vision of what Nick Casario is trying to do. He's trying to get a bunch of veteran leadership. The move with Bernard McKinney getting traded was a necessary move to free up a little bit of cap space. On top of him not really fitting in this scheme, especially since we're going to a 4-3, Zach Cunningham is going to be the man. He's proved he's been the man the last two years, at middle linebacker. So, at Cunningham, we trust. He's the best defensive player we have right now. He was the best defensive player last year. He's going to be that leader going forward, man. He should be able to make a bigger impact in this defense going forward. Louis Gaming, it's starting right now. I went live as soon as it started. So it started at 12 p.m. Eastern. So we're on Central Time right now. So free agency just now kicking off. Man, the Mark Ingram move, boy, I mean, it's a decent move. I mean, he'll be our power back, obviously. I feel like short yardage situations, and he'll be able to break off some runs here and there. That was I guess, a decent move. I personally wouldn't have made it, but, it's a move, Juju would be nice. But I feel Juju would be real nice. Juju would be real nice if we were able to retain or work out a deal with Will Fuller. Then I could really be interested in Juju being here. Raul Diaz, man, appreciate it, bro. Man, I'm heading to Cali right now. I'm heading to Cali. That's why I'm sitting in the damn thing. Gotta head out to the Bay Area. Appreciate that love, bro. Corey Davis not resigning. Yeah. Can we give up on Merciless? Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I figure like they're gonna end up using him probably for trade bait or something like that. Because I feel like if he hasn't been released right now, he's only gonna save us like $3 or $4 million, to be able to. Because we're already at like $20 million, on as far as the cap goes. So who knows? We may end up being in the market for Joe Thuney. We're hearing good things about that. I know people are trying to throw out a scenario where Juju can be signed by us, which will be a good move. It'll be a good move for Deshaun, and it's showing Deshaun that, hey, look, we do value you, and we are going to try to make it right by you, regardless of everything that was happening, in the offseason. So it's gonna be real interesting, man, because these moves gonna start popping off. Man, QG, what's good, baby? I think I'm at the airport right now, bro. I'm at the airport right now. Did Starbucks really call you Mariah and said Mariah got a receipt? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shit, I'm finna head back to Starbucks in a little bit. Give me another one of these bitches. Oh, man. Man, what's good, Jamari? What's good? Ray, what's good, big dog? About to see what this free agency is about to be looking like, man. You got the fam. Nah, not today. They fly in 2 more days. David Pritchard, Shaq Barrett back to Tampa. Yeah, I figured that, bro. I figured that was going to end up happening. Has any word about the deal came out? Man, what's going on, Deep Rich? Yeah, what's the thoughts on Nick Casario's move? I mean, they're okay moves. It's nothing to write home about. I mean, it's nothing that I'm specifically... I mean, he's just filling out the roster right now. No contract details yet? Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, because I actually got ESPN and shit. I can see that shit at a bar, like, right across the way. So if a deal does pop up, I'll be able to see it, and we can be able to report in real time. Kenneth, what's good? Squirt, what's good? Dane Martinez, what up? Not sure if I had shouted you out just yet. But, the Shaq Lawson move, it's a decent pass rush. We do need pass rush. More than likely for us, he's going to end up playing DN because I've seen him play outside linebacker, at a couple other places. So more than likely he'll be a down lineman for us. But we need to fill out the D tackle spot because we need to be able to get that pressure. But one thing I need from y'all is to make sure y'all hit the like button. Do you think the stigma the media is trying to put out about free agency not wanting to come here? Bro, let's just get this understood. I'm well aware that, people know that the Texans do fucked up shit, but the Texans are not the only ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, money talks, bullshit walks. If you throw enough paper at these motherfuckers, they gonna want to play. It's still people here, in any organization, and organizations have done way worse shit than, overall, and have been far more abysmal, and they still go to these places. When teams have money, bro, hey, that's how you can build a roster. Do we have as much money as we would like to have over the last couple of years? No. But Bill O'Brien has put this team in such a fucking conundrum that contract-wise, shit has just really, really went down. So we could really be at the top of the free agency market if certain moves weren't made by Bill O'Brien. If we don't get hindered a year or so ago, we be in pretty good shape right now. Should we try to get Sue? I like Sue. I like Sue on this football team, especially in a 4-3. Hell yeah. I could do that. Man, Miles, what's good, bro? Lost and played with DW4. Yeah. I mean, they trying to do everything. I mean, this is Nick Casario's time to shine right now. This is his time to say that, hey, bro, whatever the fuck going on in New England, this ain't New England. This the Texans. You know what I'm saying? This is his time to be able to prove that, when it comes to Deshaun Watson, what is he gonna do? I like Mike Williams. That's the type of receiver we need. Somebody who can go up and go get that thing. And honestly, his price tag is not gonna be too high anyway. He's not gonna have a real high price tag. He's not finna get top dollar. I'd say bring him on. Because if you can have him to go along with Brandon Cooks and you get a guy like Juju, that's another nice little tandem. It would suck to be rid of Will Fuller, but I think they need to make something happen because they definitely going to have to make sure that running back is definitely... They're going to have to shore that up a little bit more because Mark Ingram... That move's an okay move, but I'm not sold on Mark Ingram like a bunch of people. I've seen a lot of people who were real excited about Mark Ingram. But I was just like, for what? I'll sub and my Ravens get John Johnson. Man, y'all can have him, man. Y'all can have John Johnson. From the Rams, I think I know who you're talking about. But who y'all teams, man? But since we got a lot of since we got a different fan bases in here, why Steelers not signing Juju back for what? I mean, ever since AB left, what has Juju even been? He ain't really done nothing. And at the end of the day, Chase Claypool, the man in Pittsburgh right now. He the number one. But see, Juju can get some burn now that they got a guy like Claypool in the mix. Because Claypool is the dude they're going to be having the game plan for in the AFC North from here on out. They don't have the game plan for Juju like they once had to when AB was on the squad. When AB was on the squad, different thing. The numbers, Allen Robinson to the Raiders. I mean, that could very well happen, bro. I mean, it wouldn't be smart for the Bears to get rid of this dude, but hey, I'd love to have Odell here. I would fucking love to have Odell on the squad. I would love him. And I don't know. Aaron's chaotic game, man. I don't know why they all in on Taysom Hill, bro. He ain't finna get nothing done. He not finna get nothing done at all. Ingram solid, but a lot of miles on those legs. Yeah, but to be honest, he don't really have as much tread on the tires as most people would think because he has played in a lot of systems, bro. Because it's running back by committee in Baltimore and for the Saints. So he doesn't have as much tread on the tires as most would think because he'd have been in the league by 8-9 years. So that's a plus to having Mark Ingram. Jerry Drew, what's good, bro? Dane Martinez, what's good? What about the corner? Oh, you talking about William Jackson. William Jackson would be nice. My dream pickup out of all of these free, it was Brandon Scherf. But I see, that's who I wanted. That's who I really wanted. Of course I want Clowney back. I want Clowney back. And his price has dropped precipitously. So, Make that move while we can. We need a reunion. We need a reunion. Go ahead and bring them back. We got a little money to play with, and with what I'm seeing with these guards, man, fuck around and give Joe Thuney a contract similar to what it was a guard who just got signed. I'm trying to think. He only got Kevin Zeitler. He got like a $22 million contract over 3 years. Give him a contract similar to that because the guard contracts haven't really outside of like guys like Zach Martin and Quentin Nelson. Those are the guys who are gonna be making the big bucks at the guard spot. Make sure y'all smash that like button too. Right now the cap it's at like 20 million. It's like 20 million. Yeah, Joe Thuney would be the move, man. We definitely need to fill out this D tackle spot because we're gonna need all the beef we can up front. We can't get ran over. We can't get ran on the way that we do because that shit don't do nothing but set up the pass, the play action. We don't have time for that. They need to shore this defense up for Lovey, man, because the main reason why Deshaun is really gonna leave is not because of what they have on offense, because I believe he can make that work. The defense has never been in a position to help him out when the games is on the line. It's been that way since he's been here. So Nick Caserio's doing the right thing by really trying to build that defense up for Lovey and for Deshaun. The Cannon was cool. Cannon was a cool little move. I don't really have a problem with that. He's better than Titus Howard anyway. You can bump Titus Howard in the right guard. You could have Max Sharpen as your left guard, but you can also bring in a guy like Joe Thuney, and I think we're good to go. Try to bring in Corey Linsley if you can, if the cap allows it. I don't know, but Nick Caserio still got people he can cut. So it's not like we can't free up some extra money and make some more necessary moves when it comes to this time. Because if we end up having Tunsil, Thuney, Titus Howard, Cannon, and Linsley, that would be a phenomenal O-line. That's something that Deshaun, the protection is definitely going to end up holding up. So that's one of the things I feel like if you're going to show up one side, show up one side. If you have to show up the offensive line and get you another weapon for Deshaun Watson, then do it. If you want to build a defense up, then do it. Either way, you'll be able to take care of everything else that you need that you're not able to get in free agency in the draft anyway. You have to make that a priority. Yeah, we definitely need a safety. Definitely need a safety. Would you keep no, not a tackle. No, with Marcus Cannon on here, you play him in right tackle and you bump Titus Howard in the right guard. That's exactly what you do. That's all you have to do. As long as he doesn't switch to the other side, you're good. He has the size. He has the size. He definitely has the footwork. He has the speed and the power to play guard exceptionally well. So that's not really going to be that big of a move. The only way the Texans can get us some perennial players and sign them with a huge payday. Yeah, I mean, that's what free agency is about anyway. You got to pay to play. So, I mean, but Nick Caserio has given out some very good contracts. He hasn't overpaid anyone so far. All the deals we've gotten, deals that won't hurt us, the low value deals, with some decent players who can work hard and put in some work for this football team going forward. And why Zach Fulton hasn't been cut is beyond me. Him being cut means they either want to be able to move him to center and they are going to end up picking up a guard, which I can see. So, Ali, what's good, bro? That's something that I can see because, Zach Fulton has taken snaps at center, so that might be their plan. I'm not saying that that's what it could, but I can see that happening. It just depended upon who they can get when the shit kicks off. Shaq Barrett got 4 years, $72 million from Tampa. Man, that's a good deal for him, man. Shout out to Shaq Barrett. Why did we cut John Weeks? Bro, I mean, they just trimming the fat. He's been here too long. They just needs to free up some money. And at the end of the day, you can have one of your linemen be a long snapper. That's not Long snapping is, it's not as easy as everybody think it is, but you can get one of your linemen to be a long snapper. Yeah, they cut John Weeks. Yeah, he's cut. They cut him what last week? Yeah, they cut him last week. Yeah, yeah, he's gone. He's finally gone. He's finally gone, man. What a player that would definitely get interesting. I would bring Earl Thomas in. I won't say he's washed. I won't say that. He's still young. He can still play, but I think you have to get younger at the safety spot. I think if you bring him in, it's really to get. If they were gonna bring Earl Thomas in, they should have did it like 2 years ago. Eric Murray's gonna make $7.4 million. What are your thoughts? Or is he even going to be a starter? He shouldn't be a starter on anybody's football team. The fact that the Houston Texans are an abysmal franchise. Yeah, I'm at the airport, bro. Flight leaving in a few hours. Yeah, but the fact that he's starting, the fact that we can't even move on for him, but they need to restructure his contract. That's what needs to happen. If he wants to stay on this team, he has to restructure his contract. And the fact that that's a thing that can still happen. We can actually get some money back from Eric Murray because he has not played up to the level where he needs to play, and if he's not being properly evaluated in terms of restructuring his contract, then I don't know exactly what the hell Nick Casario was doing when you still have plans like that getting top dollar on this football team. He has to get restructured. Whitney Merciless needs to be cut. They've already gotten rid of Bernard McKinney, Nick Martin. They've gotten rid of a lot of players that I want to go on anyway. So Zach Fulton needs to go. David Johnson should have never got a contract extension, but I mean he's getting a low deal anyway, and they still got some moves that they could very much that they could make. They probably already working on some things because I feel like when you freeing up this much cap space before free agency hits, you're making some moves, and you're making trades and things like that. Who's to say what's going to come in the next day or so? Because by day 2, day 3, it gets really serious. Let's see what we got. I wonder what type of relationship E.T. and Ingram have. Who is E.T.? Who the hell is E.T.? They need to cut the other tight ends except for Pharaoh Brown. Yeah, I'm all in for Pharaoh Brown. I'm all in. Darren Fields needs to go. I don't know why he's here. No, Jordan Akins can stay. I don't have a problem with Jordan Akins. Jordan Akins can stay. Oh, Earl Thomas. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was lost for a second. I'm like, E.T., who the fuck? Yeah, Pharaoh Brown definitely can continue to do some of the things that he was doing for us last year. Um, is Darren Fields gone? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about him being on. If he is, he needs to go. He needs to go. He's too slow. He's too slow. I understand. Yeah, he's a good red zone target, and he makes things happen when he's down there. But I like Jonnu Smith. I would like Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith on this team, as athletic as he is and as fast as he is, he hasn't had a quarterback like Deshaun Watson throwing him the football. Do you expect to trade? No, I don't. Bro, no. They not finna eat no $39 million cap it. Bro, they can't afford to cut this dude. Unless a team is willing to absorb all of that money, but they still gonna end up taking a cap hit anyway. They're gonna have to pay half of the salary or for that season so that they can free up some money. It's too many things, there's too many factors that's gonna happen going forward that's gonna make that shit nearly impossible to do. And I don't see Deshaun Watson sitting out because y'all haven't heard me speak on the Deshaun Watson issue. But as far as I'm concerned, he ain't going nowhere. If he does, they're going to have to give up their whole draft class. They're going to have to put in players. It's going to be, if they do give him up, it's going to be crazy. And they're going to have to go out and go get Trey Lance ASAP Rocky. He's the best quarterback in this draft, personally, in my personal opinion. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to live up to what everybody thinks. Curtis Samuel, all right, man. Curtis Samuel, all right. He's done some good things for the Panthers. He's all right, but it's other guys who he's not a top priority. We better cut Merciless. I mean, if we don't cut him, then he needs to be traded. We need to get some type of trade compensation for him, which he should still have. I mean, enough teams know about him, and they could probably do. Yeah, bro, he know he's not. Andrew Luck wasn't even Andrew Luck when it really came down to it, because they said he was supposed to be better than Peyton Manning, and guess what? He wasn't. He'll always be in that man's shadow. Trevor Lawrence is too slow. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I mean, he's cool, but he gonna disappoint. If he's even what Andrew Luck was, that's a disappointment in itself. If he's not better than Andrew Luck, that's a disappointment. And at the end of the day, when Mel Kiper is saying these things, how can y'all believe him? If he believes in a player, don't believe in him, because he's never gonna show up. You think Mahomes will get the Watson treatment now that his O-lineman is gone? Bro, we seen what that was. Bro, Mitchell Schwartz being gone and all of these guys that they couldn't. We're about to see a different Patrick Mahomes that people couldn't see. And when we seen that interior pressure on his ass, bro, it just proved to me that Deshaun Watson is far better than Patrick Mahomes as a complete football player. As a complete football player, the only thing that Mahomes even has over Deshaun Watson is arm strength. That's it. Outside of arm strength, what is he? He doesn't throw the ball better. He doesn't have better touch. He's not more accurate. He doesn't make better decisions. He just has a fantastic arm, and he's able to get the ball and throw at different angles, throwing angles probably than anybody in the league right now because of his baseball background. But he's not the only one who can do that. The shit he's doing, Matt Stafford was doing, and he was getting vilified for it years ago. Patrick Mahomes is not doing nothing that nobody has seen. It's just that they choosing to talk about it because he's actually winning football games. Matthew Stafford was doing this shit when Megatron was here. Jared, what's good, big dog? You ain't kicked nobody in the head, have you? You know, but that's the uncomfortable truth about Patrick Mahomes, that people like to act like, bro, people have been doing all kind of crazy things throwing the football, but it's just because he's Patrick Mahomes and he's on a winning football team that they talk about him so much. If they cut him in 2020, if they cut who in 22, they save 11 million. If Texans cut Whitney Merciless, he comes with a 15 million. Yeah, that's probably the only reason he ain't been. Yeah, that makes the sense in the world. Nick Casario probably like, bro, he either got to get traded or we just got to cut him next year. Thank you for showing what Stafford does. Bro, Stafford been doing this. Like, Aaron Rodgers is doing shit that we seeing Mahomes do. So when they say that Patrick Mahomes is doing shit that we never seen, bro, they're being disingenuous, or they saying they really not they really not fans of the sport. If they can sit there and say that he the only one throwing no look passes and shit like that, bro, Matt Stafford been doing that, and he was getting criticized for it. Oh, he shouldn't do this. Oh, he shouldn't do that. Bro, he has the talent to do it. So it's ridiculous. If a no-look pass sets you apart and throwing passes when you diving and it wasn't even a completion, people act like when he was diving in the Super Bowl, he threw that pass that it was for a touchdown or some shit. It was crazy. Oh, I never seen somebody be so under pressure and they get this motherfucker like he was the only one trying, bro. No, he wasn't. Certain measures. The Bucs were just better. The Bucs were just the better team, point blank, and they had the better quarterback on the field. Obviously, Stafford, a G, really, of course. That's why he finna ball out with the Rams. He finna ball out, bro. It's gonna be a totally different Matthew Stafford, and expect him to be in the conversation this year. Expect that. And he got Cam Akers to run the ball. Yeah, he's good. But Yeah, I haven't seen any news pop up just yet, as far as any other moves that are being made right now. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about some potential free agents who you guys would like to be signed. So y'all go ahead and get in the chat and let me know who y'all want signed for the Texans or any other team. Like we don't have to talk specifically about the Texans. We can talk about if you're a fan of another team, who do y'all want? Because I seen we had a Raider fan in here. He said he wanted John Johnson. That'd be a decent move for the Raiders because they definitely need some more secondary help. I like Trayvon Mullen. Ian Rappaport said Casario is still going to make moves. I believe he is, bro. But you know what? Casario would have already had moves made if he would have had more cap space. One thing I know about the Patriots, and when Nick Casario was the general manager for the Patriots, bro, this motherfucker was going out and getting big time free agents, and he was giving them great contracts. So 36 million of Shaq Barrett got signed, 72 million, 36 of his 36 million is guaranteed. Shout out to Shaq Barrett and the Bucks for making that deal. They need to go ahead and compensate that man. I knew he wasn't gonna get let go from the Bucks. The Bucks would have been crazy to let him go because he was a vital part of their success this year. We're still getting players, even though people said nobody would come in. Bro, people are gonna come here because Deshaun Watson is still here. And let's be real, dudes got to get paid. And if a team believes in you enough, regardless of all that, and I understand the top key free agents may not have some trepidation, and depending on the relationships that they have with some former players from the Houston Texans, they may just take that to heart. But to say that no players will get signed here is ridiculous. If the contract makes sense, if it's a great business move, people gonna always put the business before everything else. That's already something that's proven that works. And Lovey, they trying to give what it's gonna take, as long as it depends on what they give Lovey up front, because he already has a key linebacker. He already has the centerpiece, which is a middle linebacker. If you notice, every one of his defenses always had linebackers who could play sideline to sideline. You had that in Zach Cunningham, but he doesn't have the corners and he doesn't have the safeties. Justin Reed is cool, but he needs somebody else back there with him. And right now we don't have the D tackles, but it's not going to be Lovey's fault that he's not going to have the most success that he can this year. Expect them the defense to be better going next year. It's not going to be a matter of his scheme, because I'm going to like Lovey's scheme and what he's going to be able to do with a defense, because his teams can tackle and they get a lot of takeaways. So this could be a surprise defense this year. And if Lovey can take this defense from 31 or 32 and take them at least to a middle of the road like 15, 16, I'd be happy with that this year. Because I feel like if we can at least have that with Deshaun Watson, and as long as they're able to replenish some of the offensive talent that we're going to end up letting go, i.e. Will Fuller, I think we'll be okay. Vincent, what, bro? Vince, what's good, bro? Houston B, what's good? I want Casey Hayward. Hell yeah. Casey Hayward would be a nice addition, though. He'd be a nice addition. He'd be a real nice addition. Be a real nice addition. What else do we have on the menu? Who else are the other top free agents that they got on this damn big board right now? Trying to see. I definitely, how y'all feel about a Clowney reunion? Do you have a favorite coach and how we made? I mean, the best coach that we got on the team right now is Lovey. The Cooley dude, I'm not impressed at all. How he got an opportunity is ridiculous to me. I can't ride with him. I just can't like him. Even if he wins, by virtue, I can't like him because they didn't sign Eric Bieniemy. So I limited myself to great coaches, and if we couldn't get Saleh or whatever, the dude that went to the Jets, if we couldn't get somebody like that, then I feel like it's a wasted effort. Nick Casario, I don't have a problem with. Because when we talk about him as a general manager and the moves that he's been able to make in free agency and the type of players that you at least heard that he likes and Belichick decided to go another way, can be seen as a positive when it comes to the Houston Texans because now he can have his complete imprint on this football team. So I'm not gonna judge Nick Caserio just yet. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Nick Caserio really isn't the problem right now. It's the head coach, the front office are the real problems. Bring JD back. Yeah, we need it. Yeah. I'm with my Clowney back because Clowney played real good for us anyway, and I feel like if they brought Clowney back, he played DN if they were to get him back. Um, Cooley has not been a king coach. Yeah, I don't know how he got an opportunity when nobody pumping his name up. He was literally like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" The wide receiver coach is gonna help out, and I'm not really that impressed with Pep Hamilton. I mean, I remember him I remember him when he was the OC at under Chuck Pagano years ago. I wasn't impressed with Pep Hamilton like that. I mean, I understand some people may like Pep Hamilton because of what he just did with the Chargers, but Justin Herbert was flinging the fuck out of the football, and they already had an offense that was built to succeed. They just wasn't winning the close games. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's missing from the Los Angeles. I don't know what's missing from the Chargers. I really don't. I mean, I understand they have a lot of guys who get hurt, and they have probably the worst look as far as superstars for any team that get hurt because Derwin James he done missed the last 2 seasons, bro. This dude done missed like 32 games. More than that if you count his rookie season. So he done missed damn near 40 games, in his little 3-4 year career already. That's ridiculous. I think all he has under his belt is like 11 or 12 games played. And when he's on the field, he makes a major impact, but I don't know. What if we trade Titus or Sharpen and we go get through and nobody want to trade for Fulton? I don't know. What is he saying in these interviews? I don't know, bro. I think it's more of a matter of optics. And, a lot of teams, they don't want to, they probably associate most of the success with Andy Reid and probably are not really taking into consideration the fact that, they probably saying it's more Mahomes. I mean, who knows, bro? It's hard for me to even speculate on why he doesn't have a head coaching job. Or maybe he just doesn't want to, he doesn't see the right opportunity. He's not going to have the right quarterback. And that could very well be a situation, too. Because I wouldn't want to just go anywhere. If you don't have a legitimate quarterback, why go there? James Earl Jones. Is Allen Robinson available? I'm not sure if he is or not. I want to say the Bears put the franchise tag on him, but he's come out and said he's not signing it, so he's going to get traded. Okay. Yeah, the Bears ain't it. Until the Bears get a quarterback, it ain't no point playing for the Bears offensively. Like, if I'm an offensive star, I'm not going to go play for Chicago. For what? For what? You don't have a quarterback. They've never had a quarterback. Makes no sense to me. They got a nice little squad, but they ain't got no quarterback. And they believed in Mitchell Trubisky way too fucking long. That's what happens when you realize you make a mistake, bro. You need to rectify it as soon as possible. And the fact that the Bears aren't doing everything they can to get one of these top quarterbacks is ridiculous. They're a loser organization. And not that we not no loser organization, but as it stands right now, at least we got a top quarterback in the league. And that's what they get for fucking making the mistake and passing over Deshaun Watson when they could have had him. They could have had him and Mahomes, no problem. But I know that shit burns them. I know it just burns. Yeah, I mean, they let him walk too late. They let him walk way too late. I would have cut him after his third year. The moment that I had to pay somebody else to be in the position to play over you is the moment that I gotta cut you. Because for you to be the number 2 pick overall, you ain't panned out. And at one point in time, they were trying to say that he was better than Deshaun Watson. It was ridiculous. They want Russell Wilson. I mean, they gonna have to give up a whole lot to get him. And Russell Wilson could damn near could change their franchise, but let's be real. Why would Russell Wilson want to go to Chicago? Especially if they go fuck around and they can't resign. Unless they finna go get Will Fuller, and Mike Williams or somebody like that to go on that football team, why would he go there? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I understand he got David Montgomery, Tariq Cohen, and he got a hellified defense. But yeah, and he got Cole Kmet. But it ain't a whole lot. It ain't a whole lot shaking on the offensive side of the Bears football team. Defensively, of course, but I want to know what the Redskins gonna do, bro, because the Redskins, it's gonna be real interesting to see where Will Fuller goes, because Will Fuller could go to a plethora of teams that I think it just makes sense. He could go to fucking Washington. He could go to Washington, bro, and be with Terry McLaurin. Ooh. He could go, Sammy Watkins and Mitchell Schwartz just got cut from Kansas City, so it would be like that's the type of move that Andy Reid would make and bring in a fucking guy like Will Fuller. Will Fuller and Tyreek on the same team? That would be crazy. You should have been in the bone yesterday. It was everybody versus Rio. Bro, when is it not everybody versus Rio on that? When is it not? When is it not? When is it not? Yeah. Yeah, Will Fuller's gonna be interesting, man. Of all of the free agency, I am very intrigued. He could go to Green Bay. He could fuck around and go to Seattle. If he goes to Seattle, then Russell Wilson better think this shit through. Because if you have him, Tyler Lockett, and DK, man. Bro, it's over. It's over for Kansas City. It's over for Kansas City. You just cut Mitchell Schwartz. You letting go of dudes. You finna see they finna run into some problems. They don't have the strongest defense. Their team is mainly the defense just has to not lose the game, which they are pretty good at doing. You know what I'm saying? They make sure they step up when they need to, and that's the type of defense that you need when you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You just got to be opportunistic, and that's all Deshaun Watson needs is an opportunistic defense. Guys who can step up and make plays when need be. Will Fuller to Bucks to replace AB, bro, that would make sense. But they would be a fool not to resign AB on a little bullshit contract because AB is gonna come cheap now. AB can't guarantee because he's not putting up them 2014 numbers right now. And I'm not saying that he can't, but he didn't have enough time this year within the system from when they signed him. But I think going into another year, if they probably give him a 1 or 2 year deal, he could probably play out the rest of his time with Tom Brady. So that's definitely a possibility for him. Receivers on this team, I'm definitely down for a trade with Cleveland or, for Odell. I'm definitely down for that. Rap Production, what's good? I would have used the tag on Fuller, but honestly, I can see the Texans' reasons for not doing it. I can understand. He just had the PED shit. He was balling his ass off though, and it's mainly his injury history. I want to see how Coulter can do if they play him. I mean, Coulter, I don't know, Merrill. I'm not sure like that. It seems like dudes like that don't never pan out for this football team. You can see the talent, but it's like sometimes, some way, I don't see it. To be honest, his name ain't live enough. Like Isaiah Coulter, that just don't scream success to me. sometimes the name helps. And Isaiah Coulter, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Last I heard, Jets were looking. Of course they are. Of course the Jets are looking. Of course they looking into it. But I mean, unless they in the position to get Trey Lance or Justin Fields or somebody like that, because those are the only two options they gonna have. Because the Jaguars is all in on Trevor Lawrence. They can't afford to miss out on quarterback. Because if they trade that pick away, if they trade back and they don't get this dude, it's gonna be a long ride for Jacksonville once again. I wouldn't want a guy. I wouldn't want to give a guy a long-term contract if he's always interested. Texas making the right move by letting Fuller go. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to let him go, but I understand the reasoning why they gotta let him go. Just want Galladay, bro. Go get Galladay, bro. Go get Galladay. Go get Fuller. They could go get Galladay, Fuller. They already got Denzel Mims, bro. That's a nice little tandem right there. That's a clean three-headed monster. That's real clean. And then they're gonna have a quarterback to be able to step in, and they got a coach who gonna be able to make something happen on defense. So, I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit all good. Um, what else we got? Yeah, it's all good. Want us to watch us trade Kiki? I doubt it. I doubt it. Would I entertain Ty? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I feel like if you replace Fuller, you gotta bring somebody in like that. And why not give the Colts a dose of their own medicine? Why not? Why not let him abuse it, because he won't be able to abuse us no more. But I don't see that move happening. I don't. But he could go to an end time. He could go into a divisional team. It would make a lot of sense if he did come here though. Let's get Allen Robinson. I mean, Allen Robinson, Mike Williams, somebody like that. I can entertain that. I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd much rather have Mike Williams, because Mike Williams will be on a whole nother level with Deshaun Watson, especially right now. Especially the way that Deshaun has developed as a quarterback, Mike Will, and the fact that they already have chemistry, that would be fantastic. That shit would be fantastic, bro. True, the Colts pulled that ish with Andre Johnson. Yeah. Gonna circle the break the news when you're on the phone. Oh, I mean, I got the TV right in front of me. So I'll be able to see what's going on, and I get notifications on my phone, so I'll be able to see some news coming through. So I'll be able to break some news. Um, what you mean? What about you? Yeah, I was just speaking about Ty. I'd be cool with Ty on a little 1 or 2 year deal. I'd be as a stopgap or something like that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. Chargers picked up Mike Williams' 5th year though. I thought he was testing free agency. That shit sucks. Will be a nice the only person I really want, the only people I even want from the Patriots who testing free agency is Thuney and Gilmore. Thuney and Gilmore. That's it. I don't. Everybody else is just like, I mean, we got Marcus Cannon, so that's a decent move. But everybody else, I'm not really everybody else. Shaq Lawson, he'll be all right. Shaq Lawson will be all right. He'll end up playing a similar defense. It's still on the contract. Patron trying to trade him, I think. Okay. I mean, he's the most value. I mean, and they could get off of his contract. I mean, they could take the hit. The Patriots really could let him go because, I mean, they'd already got a Super Bowl with him. He already been a Defensive Player of the Year. You might as well go ahead and trade him while you have some damn. But that's the more reason to let him go because he does have all that shit up under his belt. And Bill Belichick always gets rid of dudes before the time comes. That's why he's the best coach ever because he can see the writing on the wall. And at the end of the day, you can't keep players forever. You might as well get the best out of what you can get out of the player and then move on when you need to. That's how coaches. That's why he's the most successful coach of all time. I was expecting way more news to be coming out because this is pretty slow for a free agency that already have just started. Like, for one major move to only have happened right now is kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Now Gilmore, he's one of the best corners in the game. We had to trade to pick him up. How would y'all feel about getting Pat Pete since he tested on free agency? I know he didn't he a little slower than he was, but he can still play very well. I mean, he did lock up DK this year, so that's kind of saying something. And he had to practice against Nuke all season. So if you was texting him with this current situation, what would you do with free trade? Bro, I have to get one of the better D tackles. I would have to fill that out. You would have to fill that out, get that out of the way. I'd try to make a deal with Patrick Peterson in corner if I could. I would definitely get rid of Merciless. I would definitely restructure Eric Murray's contract so we can free up a little bit more money so we can make more moves. And I definitely would get a guy like Joe Thuney, especially since Joe Thuney, Corey Linsley, you feel that out. I wouldn't have personally signed Mark Ingram. I wouldn't have. I would have filled my offensive line. I would have filled my offensive line out first and foremost. Or offensively, that's what I would have taken care of. In this free agency, that's what I would have took care of if I was the GM. D tackle needs to be. They need to take care of that. Yeah, they are horrible. Real horrible contracts. Yeah, they're abysmal contracts. Sure, what's good, bro? It's not. It's really not a bunch of news happening. Like, news should be flying off the shelf. Like, deals should be coming through, but they're not really coming through. In the last like 2 or 3 years, dudes been flying off the board. Like 10 dudes would have been signed by now, and we were reporting about it. Like, I've been live almost an hour, and only one major deal has even come through, which was Shaq Barrett. And he didn't go nowhere. Imagine Carl Lawson. I'm not as impressed with Carl Lawson like that. It's still a lot of decent moves that definitely could be had for the Houston Texans. They can choose to address D-line, they can address corner. I mean, regardless of what they address, as long as it's a area of need. But I think the priority has to be, if you're gonna go offense, the priority has to be O-line. If you go defense, I see the priority being, you can split the priority by either prioritizing corner first, if you choose to do that, if you can get a corner at a good price like Patrick Peterson, because Patrick Peterson last year, he was only getting paid like $9 million anyway. I don't really see him getting anything above that. He could get somewhere between 10 or 11 million, but I think that's the cap for him. I don't see anybody going and giving him like a $50 million contract over 4 years. If he gets that kind of money, then he better, thank his agent, because I don't see it personally. Randall Cobb contract is bad too. Yeah, it was. They need to restructure Cobb. If you're gonna keep Merciless here, restructure his contract and restructure Eric Murray. You free up and you cut Zach Fulton or get him to restructure his contract too and save some extra money. You do those 4 moves, we should, we should be in the position because the only person who doesn't need a restriction is Deshaun Watson. Everybody else, and Zach Cunningham. Everybody else contract needs to be restructured and cut Darren Fields while you at it. Like if he's still on the football team, cut him because we don't need him. We don't need him. He's not going to do anything for this team going forward. He's too slow. He's old, and we need to get younger at the position. Making the playoffs. Washington football team making the playoffs again. They could. I mean, as long as they get their quarterback addressed. If they address quarterback, and their defense is going to be relentless this year. If I'm Washington, they better go out for players like Will Fuller and Allen Robinson, so they can make it extremely easy for a quarterback going forward. They need to address running back because they could definitely use another running back. I understand they had a decent running back this year, but they could definitely improve a running back. They already got Scherf taken care of. They need to go ahead and address their O-line a little bit more, and it is what it is. He would free up $2.3 million in cap. Okay, cool. Amber, what's good, bro? Damn, I'm starting to get hungry. I wish they had a fucking Whataburger up in this damn airport. But what I'm probably gonna do, probably when I hit the hour mark on this video, I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, and I'm gonna actually start up another live stream. So for everybody who probably couldn't join in or didn't know I was streaming, I'm gonna end up making another video. We're gonna do a part 2 to this thing, but I probably need to go grab me something to eat. Jameis Winston, bro. If he goes to Washington, that could be a good move for him, man. Like, he need to change the scenery, or he needs to stay in New Orleans, and he can be the quarterback for New Orleans, at least as a stopgap until they figure out what he's going to be able to do, or go to Washington. He got Terry McLaurin. You got Terry McLaurin. They can fuck around and get Will Fuller or somebody like that, and get another guy, but I don't know, man. Washington is really starting to become an exciting team. They really are. Washington could be an exciting team going forward for the next few years if they can get this quarterback situation right. If they can be in the sweepstakes for a top QB, or if they can make a trade, or they can lure a guy like Russell Wilson, they'll be the best team in the NFC East. I'm not a Wilson fan, but I hope he learns some things from Drew Brees. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure he has. Titans trying to get Fuller. I bet they are. Bro, ain't no better burger chain than Whataburger, bro. Not in this country. I don't know about nowhere else, but shit, if you don't fuck with Whataburger, I don't fuck with you. You just a weirdo in my. And now I understand if you out of state, y'all don't know nothing about Whataburger. That's different. But like if you from Texas and you say anything but Whataburger, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You're a weirdo, and your mom should have swallowed you instead of you being conceived. Like when you say that Wendy's fries is better than Whataburger fries, you like, I don't know, bro. You're a wasted sperm cell. Shit, me? I'm Jonnu to the Pets? Wow. Jonnu to the Pets. Whataburger sucks. Bro, just go ahead and time yourself out. Matter of fact, we're going to time as a friendly thing because you don't disrespect 4 years, $50 million? Woo. Oh, yeah. I like Wendy's, but I don't like Wendy's over. Wendy's went real hard, like between 2002. For me, like I went to Wendy's probably the most between like 2002 to about 2005. He say he was just playing, bro, but like regardless, you can't. That's blasphemy in this chat. You should have let him make it, bro. But I guess I ain't inform everybody and let them know. Yeah, but yeah, them fighting words in this chat. The lava cakes from Waffle Burger. I ain't never had them. I ain't never had them, but I'm finna go ahead and bring this video to a close real quick. I'm gonna jump right back on. I'm just finna grab me something to eat. I'm coming right back. Make sure y'all come through. I'm gonna set up another live stream so we can be right back at it. But bro, I gotta grab me something to eat. So welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. Talk sports, love sports, enjoy sports. I'm gonna be right back at it in just a few.